What's up guys and welcome back. My name is Jake Towell and this is my art series where I share with you guys some art pieces throughout my art career, and today we have a really cool piece, a really simple piece, so this will be a short video, but there's so many really cool stuff going on within this one and I'm really excited to talk about it as it's visually probably one of my favorites. It's also a little bit different in terms of aspect ratio. This is a very long piece in portrait mode, so without further ado I present to you Longsword Attack. This was a super fun one to make. I really love how it came out. So let's get right into the sketch phase. So you can see the sketch phase is very solid. Sometimes my sketch phases are very solid and then sometimes they're very hectic. Maybe I don't know what to do going into the line work phase. Maybe lots of things change, but as you can see, this one does not differ too far or stray too far from the final result. And I actually really like the sketch work phase. I know there's so many wonderful colors in the final result of this one, but the sketch is just kind of a fun sketch. It looks really cool. Everything that I want it to get across is coming across, and it's just kind of cartoony-ish, and I really like it, and I think I did a really good job placing these things in this long space and really making this sword look as massive as possible. Again, we'll get into the details of the sword and all the other stuff interacting with it later on at the end of the video, but as for the sketch phase, this looks sick. Let's move right into the line work phase. So same deal, very solid line work, very, there's not too much going on, so nothing really crazy has changed. A lot of the ships themselves are more round now as opposed to that more square shape in the sketch phase. You can see a lot of the really small ships. Again, we'll get into the details, like I said, just very minor details, but overall followed the sketch phase very similarly, and it looks great, very solid, very clean. So without further ado, let's get right into the fully rendered image and talk about some of the great aspects of this piece and more details that you may have not noticed. All right, Longsword Attack. By the title, it's pretty obvious those two aspects. We got a long sword, it's getting attacked, but there's so many fantastic colors going on here, and I really love illustrating space. If you've seen any of the Star Wars pieces I made in past videos, you can see I really have a fun time creating space and the atmosphere and planets. By no means is this probably the best space I've articulated. I haven't really created space since this piece. I'm sure I could do way better, but I just absolutely love all these planets and the colors and the details within them. I think we should start with the main focal point of this piece, kind of the idea and concept of this long sword. So it's being wielded by some super strong individual all the way down here, and it's casting a shadow that curves with the planet, just kind of adding more realism there. Kind of curves across the whole planet, casting that long sword shadow, cutting through the atmosphere. We're cutting through this cloud, under that cloud, through that cloud, into the atmospheric space, and cutting in half this moon-like rock here. And as you can see, the people or beings inhabited by this moon rock are not pleased, to say the least, that this extremely powerful warrior has just split their planet in half. So some of the details with those guys there, we see some of them are fleeing the planet, going to this neighboring planet, probably probably allies here. So some are leaving and some are attacking this sword in revenge. There's not much they can save from this planet, just split clean in half. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's a sharp ass blade, just split that moon planet right in half. We got a bunch of them down here also attacking. Really cool details. They get really small, less detail. Still have those, flames shooting out for their rocket ships. Getting a little bit bigger there. You can see them matching this side, a little bit bigger there. And then the real big ones that are actually shooting and really close to the sword, shooting lasers at this sword, trying to break it. As you can see, the lasers are doing nothing. They're doing nothing to this sword. It stands so tall. The strongest steel in all the galaxy. So that's pretty cool. I really liked that I added some life to this. There has to be some reason for this guy to be splitting this planet. He probably doesn't like these dudes. They're probably polluting the airway. You can see that this is the biggest planet in the area, in the known area here. So I don't know what his motive is. It's up to interpretation. Leave it in the comments down below. Why did this swordsmith chop this planet in half? But yeah, that's some of the details with the spaceships there. I really like this planet It's like Saturn with the one ring, but it's got two rings. Lots of really cool colors there. We got some smaller planets down there. This one's like, that kind of looks like America. No, it doesn't. It kind of looks like Asia a little bit, but it's definitely not trying to be like like Earth or anything like that. We got a couple more planets there. Again, this piece kind of is showing everything it needs to. It's very limited in the variety of details as usually my pieces are. So I'm just trying to talk about every single little aspect of this one. So we got little planets down there. This is a cool like little Earth planet. We got like water source. We have, you know, green landmass, but also has a Saturn ring and it's blue, which is pretty cool, contrasting to the yellow one there. Got some more little planets there, more in the corner over there. I also want to talk about the debris. Look at the debris. So I added like a mist, like dust particles, which is like the smallest bits of this planet being sliced. We have like smaller rocks here, bigger rocks kind of shooting out into the atmosphere, kind of just exaggerating that slice. I wish I kind of added more of like a slicing motion, but I think just because of the sheer mass size of this sword and these planets, it's kind of better not having a slice indicating like speed or anything like that, showing the pure magnitude of this event, this sword slicery. More debris down there. Did a really good job with the debris here, really good job with the rocks and asteroids and planets. Honestly, that's all I can really talk about this. If you want a printout of Swordsmith Attack, in the link tree down below is my store. Get some prints. They look super cool printed out. I got them hanging up all over my apartment. If you haven't seen last video, go check that out. I'm doing these in order that I created them, so we're still a couple years behind more of my contemporary modern art pieces, but as you can see, they're getting pretty good and they look super sick. Again, if you want to print out of this piece, link in the description below. If you like this video, please leave a like. I really appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.